Hello and welcome to Funder Direkt Monthly Roundup, the May edition. We have seen that there has been a good inflow into funds in May, with the largest part of the capital going into equity funds. Notably, this is the first time in 4 months that the net inflow has been positive in equities. However, a meaningful portion of this inflow has come from net contributions into the premium pension system through a direct refund of the discounted annual management charges you all receive through PPM and inheritance gains. So far this year, according to Fondbolagens, global funds have received a total of over 13 billion krona, while Swedish funds have had less than 13 billion. It seems that investors are seemingly wanting to be more and more diversified in their long-term savings approach. With this said, reviewing what Jonas Lindmark from Morningstar said in a recent interview with Funder Direkt, he wants to raise awareness amongst investors that there may not be as much geographical diversification as the word global may imply, and often there is a large focus towards the US in global funds. Looking at the Morningstar data for the past 30 days, as of today, US small-cap equity funds have taken top place for performance over the last month. The top performer among these were Alger Small-Cap Focus AUS, which grew nearly 13% for the month. Small-cap stocks benefit from heavier domestic revenue exposure compared to their large-cap peers, which insulates them from headwinds such as raising bond yields, a stronger US dollar, and trade tensions, according to MarketWatch.com. In other news, funds with exposure to Brazil have fallen. The Brazilian real has plummeted more than 12% over the last month, which likely has affected performance of funds as well. The central bank decision to keep rates unchanged and heavy labor strikes are listed as reasons for the sharp decline, and the worst performing fund noted a loss of nearly 19%. So we had some winners according to the Morningstar fund ratings, with 5 funds moving to a 5-star category this month. These were Enter Select Pro, Prior Nielsen Sverige Active, Öhman Jet Long Fond, SEB Microcap, and SEB Sverige Fond Small Bolag Institutional. So well done to all. On the other end of the scale, we have Danske Invest Sverige, Independent Active Max, and Öhman Sverige Hållbar, which have all dropped to a level 1-star rating. Looking at one of our affiliates in more detail, this month we're reviewing the performance of the flexible equity fund, Jupiter Global Value, which is up 6.8% year-to-date in its base currency US dollar. Measured in Swedish krona, the return has been over 15%. And over the last 30 days, though, the fund has lost 1.5% in US dollar and 0.6% in Swedish krona. In a comment from the fund managers, Ben Whitmore and Dermot Murphy explain that the fund is managed in a bottom-up and benchmark-agnostic way, focusing instead on low valuations and balance sheet strength. Ben and Dermot add that the team have a disciplined, proven and repeatable investment process, long-term approach and a strong performance track record. The latter is indicated by Jupiter Global Value's Morningstar rating of 4 stars. In contrast to what Jonas Lindmark said about global funds not being quite as global as one might think, the Jupiter Global Value Fund only has 21% of its funds capital in the US, and the largest exposure is in the UK, which makes up to 35%. This means an overweight of no less than about 29% against its benchmark. Regarding this, the fund managers comment that whilst value has performed badly globally, it has performed exceptionally badly in the UK, meaning there are many opportunities. Ben and Dermot remark that the fund's current allocation to the UK is significant, but that this may not always be the case. Furthermore, they comment that this allocation also reflects the highly international nature of the FTSE All-Share, where around 75% of the revenues are derived overseas. Out of 35% of the fund's capital that is placed in the UK, only 10% of the revenue is actually derived from the UK, the fund managers note. So, That is all for the May edition of the Direkt Monthly Roundup, and we hope to see you all again in June. Thank you.